about dirt track before you came out here? Like I fired some of those Kenny Roberts pictures over to you back in the 70s and like the old American, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I know the history of moto pretty well. You know, we grew up in Oz racing, racing on flat track, but multi-T where it had, you know, at least one right turn. You got a much smaller wheel up front. And I guess that's probably the hardest thing to get used to is the wake bias and how the bike is. It takes a little, you know, adjusting. If you give anybody enough time that's on a motorcycle, you know, you can find a, you know, some kind of rhythm.
Was it what you expected?
Well, it was not the first time that I made these kind of things, but you know, this track was so fast. So this is a typical American flat track, and I wasn't very used to it.
You think it'd be simple, but it's actually quite complicated. So, you know, for us on a dirt bike, it's, you know, how you load the front, how you ride the front, obviously is very, very different. So
I practice a little bit of dirt track, but with small bikes. I just have an idea to understand how it goes. And at the end there is one throttle, one brake and two wheels, no? So
Yeah.
It's a completely different history, but finally have something in common.
I was asked Jorge the same thing, you know, like he's in MotoGP, you're in Supercross, far and away the two most glamorous, you know, prolific motorcycle racing sports disciplines in the world. Yet you're out here like doing the oldest form of racing, you know, that goes back to the 1920s and 1930s.
We just slapped on some lowered suspension and then the wheels and tires on my Supercross test bike. Not a lot of prep, but you know, just shows you that, you know, it's not difficult to come out here and have a good time. So I think anybody that's into dirt bike riding and, you know, doesn't want to go to a motocross track and get beat up or anything like that, you know, I definitely think that flat track has a place for somebody.